What is good, all of our listeners and viewers? Welcome back to another episode of Games and Groceries. My name is Adam.
And I'm Liz.
And we made it to 150 episodes! Woo! In this episode, we're just going to take a special. We asked you to ask us anything, and we're going to answer those questions. And those are the segments that we're going to have for you because we're celebrating. Hooray!
Woo-hoo, go us.
Yeah. We accomplished it. We just recorded podcasts.
Yeah.
Like that's our accomplishment.
Us. We did it.
Every time I think about that, it's just like whenever I see online, oh, congratulations on your 200th or 600th. I'm like, you sat down and you've recorded. But it's more of just the commitment involved.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but, before we get started, I want to thank everybody watching, everybody listening for sticking around. Or if you're new to the show, great. Awesome. Glad to have you on board. Mm-hmm. If you've been sticking around since near the beginning, thank you for sticking with that. There's a lot of you, a good amount of you. And I like it that way, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I a lot of people have, said like, oh, you need more subscribers, you need more listeners, you deserve more. But it's just like, I like the community that we have right now. Mm-hmm. I like our Discord. I like the people we interact with. It's just a nice, well-built community, and I appreciate all of you. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that it's small enough that I get to know who's listening. Yeah. I get to actually interact with you. That's what I appreciate the most, honestly. So thank you for all of it. Liz, what do you think?
Thank you.
Thanks.
I don't know. I'm not good at these things.
I mean, you appreciate it because, a lot of people compliment your editing and
pretty much everything that Adam said. I appreciate everyone listening and sticking by us because I know we weren't amazing in the beginning. So if you hear from the beginning, we deserve you should be the one that's praised in that situation.
Actually, anybody that says congratulations on recording, I'll be congratulations
for sticking around.
Congratulations, you listened to episode 20 and you're still here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an accomplishment.
So thanks everybody.
We wanted to take this episode just to do an Ask Us Anything kind of special. We're going to break it into 3 different segments, kind of like our usual show. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go back to usual for the next show. But I couldn't wait and make this, more of a thing. We did this in episode 50 and Ask Us Anything. We did it in episode 100. So I figure every 50 episodes, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We want to make it better for everybody. So we want to make it still a show for you, not just, kind of like a filler episode. But we got a show planned out here for you. So, Why don't we get started? Because we asked you all on the social medias, but mostly on the Discord. Mm-hmm. That's why I love you, Discord people. Yeah. I'm not there enough for you, and I'm so sorry.
You're there.
I'm there. It's just I'm tired. If you don't see me on social media a lot, it's because I'm either working on the show or I'm extremely tired from work. Mm-hmm. I'm just blasted tired. But I appreciate everybody that's joined our Discord. In fact, they're the majority of our questions. So mostly all of them. We only have one question from social media, but so that's why I appreciate you guys on the Discord. So thank you. So we got a special one here for you, but we asked you, ask us anything. So why don't we get started? Mm-hmm. But our very first segment actually is in light of our good listener who's been since the beginning, pretty much, CommanderNici. So why don't we get started with our first segment dedicated to CommanderNici, which is
CommanderNici's rapid fire questions.
So CommanderNici was on Discord, and she pulled up a good amount of questions, and we're just going to go through them rapid-fire style. CommanderNici on Discord, when I asked, ask us anything, and CommanderNici said, okay, I got some.
Lies.
So I'm going to go through these. We're going to go through these rapid-fire style. I didn't know how many questions she has here, so... at least 25. I'm gonna say that.
A lot.
So let's just get through this with rapid fire style. I'm not even gonna time ourselves, but let's just get to it. But the first question says, not a question, but take 5 to 10 minutes to talk only about Floki. Not gonna take 5 to 10 minutes rapid fire, but 30 seconds about Floki. Floki, good boy.
Floki is the best baby in the world.
Floki's our
Last
dog, by the
weekend,
way.
I had the opportunity to watch him sneeze multiple times in a row, but he had to like wind up to them. So he did like these faces. And so, so it was adorable. And I laughed hysterically and he stared at me in anger.
I like Floki because he's got a major attitude problem.
He's so sassy.
So he's half corgi. So that makes him super loyal, super cuddly, super loving people, but he's also half Chihuahua, so he's got the attitude.
Yes, he's like, love me, but stay away from me.
Exactly. You give him a little kiss and he likes it, only half's like it, and then he's just like, no more. So I like it. That's 30 seconds of Floki right there. Didn't even time that. Next question. Time, money, skills, technology are not even an issue. Create the perfect couch co-op. Me and Liz have been playing It Takes Two recently. We're not done yet. We're very close. We're near the end.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I'm not just saying this because I've been just recently playing this, but this is actually everything I wanted from a couch co-op game.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I love playing it with you. And what It Takes Two does, it's a very fun minigame style kind of game that has progression, levels, but the weapons are completely co-op. So like there's different puzzles in the game that require two people.
Yeah.
Not just
like you could not play this without another person.
Yeah, exactly. Or somebody else operating it. And I absolutely loved it. What do you think? All these things out the window, what's your favorite couch co-op kind of game?
Honestly, I would agree. I keep saying like, oh, I think it would be It Takes Two, but I was the same way. I'm just like, is it just because we're playing it? But I really like it. I like that there's puzzles. I like that it does need two people and it does need teamwork. Like you can't be far ahead from your teammate. The only thing I would change is that it's a little too stressful for me. Like I would dial it back a little bit on the difficulty.
Okay, yeah.
But other than that, I agree.
Yeah, so it's already been made. It Takes Two.
Yeah.
I do agree with you. Sometimes it can get a little bit difficult for people who haven't played video games a lot. For me, I'm just I'm a big platformer guy, so
like I can get in a groove, but sometimes the it's too fast paced for me.
So It Takes Two is question number 2. Question number 3. I'm actually going to count these now. Question number 3. Favorite soup or stew? If you don't like those, WTF? For me, I'm going to say a form of chili. Okay, that's going to count as a soup for me. If you don't like that, minestrone.
It could be stew.
Stew, sure. Minestrone, I like that soup, but I really like white chicken or white bean chili chicken. White
bean chicken chili.
White bean chicken chili. That's my favorite soup. So if you put that in front of me, I'm going to eat the whole thing. So
I also have 2 because my absolute favorite soup is New England clam chowder, but I can't have that anymore because it's dairy and I can't have dairy. So my second is chicken noodle, but like the healthy choice one with like the carrots and the like spinny like twisted noodles. It's really good.
Yeah. Oh, the little loop-de-loops.
Yeah, like the corkscrew ones.
Corkscrews. Those are good.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Things to put pineapple on or pair it with. I thought Volt Supreme had a really good one. We were talking about pineapples or something of the other, and he said pineapples on burgers. Absolutely. Grill the pineapple. Have a pineapple ring. Grill it and actually grill it, like char grill it. Put it on the burger. Ooh, really good.
Yeah.
I would say anything that has like a kind of like a meat to it. So any pineapple with any kind of meats, I'll say. I'll even say like ground turkey with like pineapple chunks. Like a little pineapple chunk. Put that in there.
See that?
I would say like any kind of meats you can put it in. Fish, I don't think you could.
I think you could get away with it. If it was more tropical fish, I think you could.
Yeah, sure. But any kind of meat for me. What do you think?
For me, I only had pineapple once before I couldn't have it anymore because I'm allergic to pineapple.
Yeah.
But I think, of course, anything tropical, smoothies, I think it would be good in beer. I think it'd be a good hint in wine. But yeah, I agree. I think it would taste really good on meat, like something with a good base, and then like the pineapple, just a little bit of pineapple, like tone it, give it a little bit of like tone and sweet and sour. I think it'd be good.
Question number 5. Will there ever be Games of Groceries merch? 15 out of 10 would wear. There's going to be merch when we have more time to look into it. I'll probably handle this question my own. I don't want to put out Games Groceries merch, just to like have merch. I want the amount of time. I want us to be full time on YouTube so that I have the time to make it more of a clothing line than an actual merch store that I put on like Custom Ink or one of those sites. You know,
we want it to be quality.
Yeah, I would want it to be more of a clothing line of Games and Groceries rather than just like a pineapple on a shirt.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So there's not going to really be any Games and Groceries merch until we're at this full time. I don't want to put something out there without it being like a quality thing. I don't want to just make it because for the sake of making it, if that makes sense. You agree?
Yeah, completely.
So that answers that question. Question number 6, shark fact, please. Whale sharks are the largest mammal in the sea, or the largest fish. They're the largest fish in the ocean. Whale sharks are. I think you already knew that. Mako sharks are the sharks that can jump the highest, I think 30 feet. Maybe even higher.
That's terrifying.
30 or 40 feet in the air, Mako sharks can. So there you go. There's your bonus fact. Do you have any facts?
I have know nothing about sharks.
Question,
that one was for you.
Question number 7. A most useless random skill you have. Liz, what do you have?
I can wiggle my ears.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
I don't know how you don't know that.
Maybe I did know that. You just haven't done it in a while.
Yeah. I learned how to wiggle my ears when I was younger because my uncle, first my uncle was like, oh, you can wiggle your ears, and he would like do it physically. But then my grandfather was like, no, for real, wiggle your ears. And he did it with his muscles. And so I was really proud of myself when I learned how to wiggle my ears.
I can do armpit farts.
Ew. Every boy in our age group could do armpit farts.
I really have no useless skills because they're all useful. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly was struggling to find one. And then I was at work. I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I can wiggle my ears.
So I guess armpit fart, I guess. What else? I can breathe. That's a useless skill. This is question number 8.
You're clapping.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can do.
I just remembered that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can clap with one hand. There you go. I did that.
There you go.
Favorite
that happened.
Question 8. I think. Sure. Favorite Pokemon. What do you have?
My favorite ones growing up, I don't really have one anymore, but my favorite ones growing up, I really liked Meowth. And I don't know the name of this one, but it's the horse with the flame.
Ponyta? No,
that's not right.
Stupid.
Really, anything with a horse?
Yeah.
Because I loved horses when I was growing up, so.
I'm going to have to go Cyndaquil for me. Cyndaquil is life. I will choose it every time. So Cyndaquil for me. Close second, Totodile. Because I like that era of Pokemon. I love second gen, but Cyndaquil for me, like most definitely. Favorite Pokemon. Okay, so this one question. I've already lost count. One favorite sci-fi, action, rom-com, horror, documentary, kids movie. Liz, you start.
So I did look at these ahead of time and tried to think of one. So I think this is sci-fi. The only thing I could think of for sci-fi was Oblivion.
Dang it. I was going to say Oblivion.
Well, we can have the same one.
Yeah.
Action. Oh, what did I choose for action? I think I might have skipped that one. Do you know what action movies I liked?
I don't know. I really don't
remember.
Because you're not a big action person.
I've watched them with you, but I don't remember which ones I've seen to tell you which ones my favorite are. Rom-com is oh crap.
The Proposal?
No, not The Proposal.
I would have thought
the Amanda Bynes movie.
She's the man?
Yeah, she's the man.
That's a rom-com? You sure? Okay,
well,
yeah, sure.
If not, yeah, I guess The Proposal. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just a comedy.
Yeah, I would think that's more of a comedy than a rom-com.
All right, so we'll go with The Proposal.
Yeah.
Horror, that's difficult for me. I decided I was just going to go with my first horror movie obsession, which was Stay Alive with Frankie Muniz. Watch it. Series is Halloween. Documentary, I just kind of watch documentaries. I don't really have a favorite.
Yeah.
I just like them. Kids movie, again, I can't pick one. So I just picked my favorite when I was younger, which was Anastasia. So.
Okay. Rapid fire for me. Favorite sci-fi movie is Oblivion. Like we said, it's Tom Cruise. I really like it. I just like the atmosphere of it. I love the last line of it. I think it's a not well thought out, but close. Is close on first is The Matrix, obviously. The Matrix, favorite sci-fi. Action movie, John Wick, not even a question.
Oh, there we go. John Wick. I'll answer John Wick too.
Favorite rom-com, I'm also gonna go The Proposal.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
For rom-com, you're not a big rom-com person.
I'm not big.
But if you were forced to watch one.
I would say The Proposal.
Yeah.
Favorite horror movie? I'm not a big horror movie fan. Not like really horror. Really anything Liz watches, I'll watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I were to force you to watch any of them, which one would you choose?
Maybe Saw.
Yeah.
I like Saw.
I did actually make you watch Saw one.
Yeah, no, I didn't mind it. I don't mind horror movies. It's just that like I don't like.
You just don't care for the genre.
I don't really care for it. So anything Liz watches, I'll watch. Favorite documentary? I loved Blackfish.
Yeah, you
Blackfish.
Did love that one.
I loved Blackfish. Well, not loved in a way of like, wow, this is so cool. I liked it. Favorite kids movie? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh,
Easy.
yes, that is your favorite.
Random unforgettable gaming moments. So for me, I don't know if you have one. Go for
The only
it.
one I could think of, the second I read it, I was like, me playing Halo, falling off everything. That is my most memorable game moment. I think I will never, ever forget that when I first played Halo with Adam, I literally fell off stairs, I fell off cliffs, I fell off everything.
For me, my favorite gaming moments. Man, that's a tough one. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I had one in mind. I really did. But I really don't know because like there's so many to pick up from just because like we can go personal of just like the first time I ever played Skyrim and I was just so lost in the world and I absolutely loved it. Or we can go, even deeper. I'm just like a really good gaming moment. And for me, for Halo 2 was more of the where Master Chief is in the is like delivering the bomb back into the spaceship, right? And the Covenant ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he opens the door and then Cortana's just like, sir, what if you miss? And he says, I won't. And he just like grabs onto it. Like that for me, I was just like, okay, we're in. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
so
then
in.
I would say that's your most memorable.
Yeah, for me personally, Halo 2 impacted me a lot.
Yeah.
So that was a big one for me. Question whatever. Favorite thing that ever happened because of Games and Groceries? Meeting Maddie, honestly. Because of Games and Groceries, I first, got in touch with Maddie of Mr. Maddie Plays. Where I would say we're really good friends at this point. And I love how, me and him had like the kind of the same mindset.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a lot, so I would say because of Games and Groceries, I don't think I ever would have gotten to know him outside of that. So I would say that, but also just the connection me and Liz had, most importantly. But that's my favorite thing that happened. My connection with you, my friendship with Maddie. What do you think?
The first thing that came to my mind was LA Retro.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I would have gone to or enjoyed LA Retro as much if I hadn't gotten into video games and then started doing this podcast with you. Because I would have gone. I would have like, yeah, whatever. But like, it became part of like our job almost, and I really enjoyed that. Like learning, like taking in information and things like that. So I would say being able to go to LA Retro.
Yeah, I would say that. We're already 20 minutes in. Okay, I'm gonna try to go
we're not
through
really answering them rapid fire. We're more just answering them.
Favorite guest so far? Guest you wish you could have. I don't like to, and for me, I don't know about you. I don't like to say any guest is my favorite, and I'm really not trying to be like, well, no, everybody's my favorite. I'm really trying to say that like all of our guests have been really awesome. There might be a few that like we didn't really click with all the way, but all of them I really enjoyed having on the show.
Yeah,
and it's not even a matter of having like the biggest one. Cause I've had conversations with Cheapy D of CADcast, but I've also had conversations with Twofer. I've had conversations with CommanderNici. There with not as a lot of, viewership, but it doesn't matter because I always love the conversation. For me, the episode with Cheapy D and the episode with Twofer for me was like absolutely equal. Just because it was just a really good conversation about video games. So, but to answer your question, Corey Schmitz. But what do you think?
I was trying to think of what who my favorite was, and again, it's like everyone we have on, I really enjoy talking to, but I have the time of my life when we have Andrew on.
Oh yeah. Andrew is also a favorite, but he's also like
but
he's
that's
a co-host.
Well, that's what. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, if I had to say, like, I love having Andrew on. I always have a great time when he's on. So
yeah.
I guess it would be Andrew.
I guess I wish I could have either Jake Baldino or Jeff Keighley. I've already said that. Jake Baldino, I would love to have on the show, but I want to be ready to have Jake Baldino, if that makes any sense. Weirdest pet you could imagine having? A bison.
The weirdest pet? Snake.
There you go. When is Adam's first single? I'm trying to do these rapid fire now. When is Adam's first single coming out now that he's getting more into music? I have so much more to learn, and I wish I had way more time to dedicate into it. So probably not for a long time. But it's mostly for me, honestly. You know, for right now, it's just for me. And maybe in a year down the line, maybe when I have more time, maybe after we move to North Dakota, I'll have more time. But for right now, I'm just learning a lot, so it might not be for a while.
Yeah.
A game that isn't oxen free that you could play a million times over and over and over again. I guess this is also for me because they said oxen free. Sadly enough, because we are boycotting Ubisoft at this point, it is Assassin's Creed 2 for me. Honestly, I could play that game over and over and over again. Assassin's Creed 2, but if it's not Assassin's Creed, if it's not a Ubisoft game, oh man, I could say, oh man, I don't know. I really don't know if it's not Assassin's Creed 2, that like the game I could play over. Halo 2. There you go.
For me, I was gonna say Life is Strange, but I'm not sure. But honestly, I could play David Cage games over and over again, just honestly because they have so many different endings that I want to discover. So pretty much any of those I could play again and again.
Liz, did any crafting, painting recently? Have you ever tried wood burning?
So no, I have not tried wood burning. I've wanted to, but our apartment has really weird rules, and we just didn't want to worry about me burning the apartment down. But I am interested in it, definitely. I haven't done any painting recently, but I did start my t-shirt quilt, which I've been trying to start for 5 years. So I've got a couple, I've got like a good couple sewn together so far. So that's what I started.
Weird food combination. I lost count of the questions. Weird food combinations you recommend trying. Sriracha and ice cream.
Oh.
That's pretty good. Vanilla ice cream.
So for me, the only thing I can think of when I was in middle school, they ordered like pizza from the local pizza place. And so I got a plain pizza and I put popcorn on it and I really loved it. So popcorn on pizza.
Food you want to try? I've had a lot of food. I've had it's maybe snake meat I haven't had yet, or alligator meat. Haven't had that. So probably alligator meat for me.
For me, it's mostly things that I wouldn't eat when I was younger, but now I can't try because I'm allergic to them. So like peach cobbler and things like that. I would really love to try those things. Really just, I would love to be adventurous food, but I'm allergic to so much that it's dangerous. So yeah.
We're nearing the end here. Giant animal you would love as a small size as a pet.
Elephant.
Bison. If your life was made into a movie, which actors would you cast? Now, this is a tough question only because it has to be actors. I feel like I want it to be an actor that isn't somebody, not like Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, or Tom Middleton, or Tom from MySpace. You know, it has to be somebody from... I would want it to be someone's like beginning role so that they're expecting more of that story rather than somebody portraying. Kind of like when Mark Wahlberg portrayed Vince Papali, and you're just more seeing him as Mark Wahlberg rather than Vince Papali. You know what I mean?
I can see what you mean there.
So up and coming actor that I don't know about.
That would be good, but my first thought was Jennifer Lawrence.
Yikes!
Just because I think that she could play me.
Yeah.
Like I think she could play me as a person. I think she would be good at it.
Okay, we only got like 5 or 7 more questions. Favorite quote for me, it's a Latin quote. It's a Stoicism quote. Facci, I think it is. Fac si facci, which means do it if you're going to do it. Basically just meaning like, hey, stop talking about it, just do it. You know.
I don't really have a favorite quote. The quote I put in my high school yearbook was, don't let other people tell you who you are. You know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just made that up, so I don't know. That's my favorite quote, I guess.
There you go. Superpower you would like to have: invisibility, or no? Well, I mean, if you want to do time, I would love to stop time so that I can just do all my skills. So, but invisibility, always.
For me, telepathy or flying because I'm lazy.
Favorite Vine? I never was really into Vine.
Me neither.
So I don't really have a favorite one. I have ones that I've seen, but not really a favorite one. I never really got into Vine. I'm not into TikTok. That's just not my kind of content. Favorite wine for you?
I really like the refreshing ones. So like Riesling, Prosecco, and I really just started really liking Chardonnay. I like the caramelness in it.
Favorite beer is Yard's Brawler, which is a Philadelphia beer. It's brewed in Philadelphia, and I love the Yards Brawler specifically. But if it's like a nationwide one, I'm really getting into Busch Light. I really like Busch Light or Goose Island. Love that. So that's a good one. But if we're going to talk specifics, Yards Brawler is probably my favorite. What would Floki say if he could talk?
Floki would say, "I love my mama. I love naps, and I love the window."
Floki would say that Daddy farted again. I'm blaming it on me. And finally, favorite John Mulaney joke. Okay, so this one I had a little bit trouble with because I don't really watch comedians in that kind of way. I don't. There's a lot of people that we watch in like shows and they like recite jokes back to them like it's a rock show.
Yeah.
I'm just not that kind of person where I memorize jokes.
Yeah, I also have a really bad memory.
Yeah.
So you're asking me to remember. I haven't watched John Mulaney in at least a year.
Yeah.
If not a year and a half. So I honestly don't even remember any of his jokes. I could go watch it again and laugh my butt off like I've heard it for the first time.
Exactly.
So
I love John Mulaney. Don't know really any jokes.
Yeah.
So,
but he's awesome.
He is awesome. I love John Mulaney. I just haven't memorized any jokes.
Yeah.
So that was Commander Nici's rapid fire questions. Woo! All right, we did it, everybody. So now we're going to be a video game podcast once again. We did an Ask Us Anything, but then some of you asked us some video game related questions. So, why don't we get into it with our second segment, which is all about
video game questions.
So now we got some questions from you that was related to video games, and we're just going to be a video game podcast for the middle section here. All right, cool. We're done dancing here.
That's why we're not dance.
So the first one I have is from Instagram, and the only one from Instagram, and this is actually from Play Your Way Podcast, and they ask the top 3 E3 predictions that we have. So I'll probably take this one because do you have any predictions for E3 this year?
Sims 5.
Sims 5, that's your prediction?
Say it every year.
Every year.
One day it'll happen.
So for me, the number one prediction that I have that Ubisoft is going to have this cringy video about connecting us, and we care about our devs, and because the hashtag, spread around this hashtag. Honestly, hold Ubisoft accountable. They've been having more charges for sexual harassment and workplace misconduct. So they're not doing their jobs, and Yves has to go. So, hold that accountable to Ubisoft, but they're going to have a nice, heartwarming video during E3.
Yeah,
that's going to be prediction number 1. Prediction number 2, it's already been said that Starfield is going to be revealed, so that's not really a prediction. But Bethesda will come out and say that Skyrim will now be it's already Series X. Shoot, they already did that. They already kind of ported it over to the Xbox Series X. What's another one? Deathloop will be a thing.
Another Assassin's Creed?
No, because I hope not. No, that can be a prediction for you.
Yeah, why not?
Number 1 for me, the one I thought of was, they're going to have a nice heartwarming video.
Yeah.
EA will come out with a nice EA original. I think we're going to see Sands of Sorrow from Yomai Games, which if you don't know, from Sea of Solitude, we're actually going to get a reveal trailer for Sands of Sorrow with the next game out of that. So we're going to get a nice EA original from there. Maybe another Unravel. Who knows? Probably not. But the third prediction I might have is limited run games will come out, and they are going to. Oh man, that could be anything. Well, we're gonna have like gameplay footage of Halo Infinite, and you know what I'm gonna predict? I'm gonna predict that the reveal footage for Halo Infinite will be the same level as the first reveal trailer of Halo Infinite, right? Same level, same gameplay, but with like the new improved graphics, so that you can see like the difference between them. So it's gonna be the same gameplay, but with the new graphics. So
I have another thing that could be yours. Do you think Aisha Tyler's finally going to come back?
Oh no, I don't think Aisha Tyler would actually stoop herself lower to Ubisoft anymore. So I hope so.
Yeah, true.
So let's go on to another video game question that we have now on Discord. But those are the top three that I have. Number one, Ubisoft is going to have a cringy video. Second one is what did I say? You heard it. You can go back to recording. Yeah, so where's another one? Okay, so Absolute Prodigy has this asks if you have all the time in the world to dedicate to a single MMO, so a multi oh my goodness, massive multiplayer online game, MMO, yeah, sure, why not?
Sounds right.
Would you play? Well, like which one would you play? For me, if I had more time, I would play Elder Scrolls Online. And I did for a while.
Yeah, you did.
I love the Elder Scrolls world. I love Skyrim. I love Oblivion. I love Morrowind. And so when I started to play Elder Scrolls Online, it's just I like it, but like he says, it's just the time dedication. And it's not like any other video games that MMO RPGs, you know, anything of that sort. Is that it's just so time consuming in a way of like it's a continuous playthrough. There is no real end to it. So you just which goes against our last topic, which was you know, a video game has a beginning and end and challenges in between, but an MMO doesn't really have anything. In fact, Elder Scrolls Online came out to say that we're only going to end it once players stop playing our game. Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's just like it's just a lot of time, and I have other games that I want to play and finish. Yeah. But I don't have the time to really dedicate to Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah. But what do you think? I'll even change up the question for you. What's an RPG game that if you had the time?
Is Horizon Zero Dawn an RPG? Yeah. I don't remember. Then that one, because I really want to play that. That and God of War. God of War? Those are two that I've wanted to play since they came out, and I just haven't. Because I need time and patience that I don't have. That's the thing. It's like it's not even the time for you, it's the patience. Because it's not that I don't have the patience to play the games. It's that I'm just so busy that I don't want to spend my time stressed out because I can't get past this level. So yeah, if I had time and patience, I would play those two. So yeah, I would play that. For me in an RPG, it's Persona 5. I just do not have time for Persona 5. If I'm talking about an RPG, I want to so badly because Maddie keeps talking about it. Now, James from Lasers keeps talking about it. Everybody keeps talking about Persona 5, but they always say it's like, oh, it's like 200 to 250 hours. I'm like, I don't have 200 hours. Like, I don't. Yeah. So it's just like, I want to experience it, but I don't have 200 hours that I want to put into a game. So for me, an MMO is Elder Scrolls Online, and an RPG is Persona 5. There's no way I can play that. So Mario versus Sonic. Who's cooler? Who's better? Who's more handsome? This is coming from Andrew Orsi, by the way. Andrew Orsi says Mario versus Sonic. Who is better? Who has a better baseball batting average? What do you think? Who do you like better? Sonic. Sonic? I like Mario better. I don't know. I like Sonic. I played more Sonic growing up. Yeah. Than I did Mario. Like, I had Mario Kart, but I really loved the Sonic game that I had for our Sega Genesis. Like, I loved playing that game. So that's probably why. I just like Mario because it's more of an adventure game, whereas Sonic is more of it's more of a game. In my opinion, it is more of a game. And my way of saying that is like you collect rings, you get through a level, you go through this, and it still has adventure into it. Yeah. But
I don't know. For some reason, for me, Mario clicks with me with just like a nice story-paced level
Yeah.
and puzzles and
See, that's what I liked about Sonic, is that I knew what I was supposed to do, whereas when I sign into Mario games, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, and I leave.
yeah. So like Mario 64, but
yeah, I don't understand those things.
yeah. So for you like Sonic.
Yeah.
I would say also who has the better batting average. I would say Mario as well.
I know, I would have to agree with that. I feel like Mario would.
Because I feel like Sonic would just swing at anything.
Yeah.
Like he would go too fast too. He would swing too late.
He'd just go.
Yeah, he doesn't have
hope
timing.
that one hits.
Exactly. Whereas Mario, I would think that has the best timing of them all.
Yeah.
Who's more handsome? Probably Sonic.
Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic. Who's more cooler? Then Andrew Orsi asks this: current favorite video game developer for you? What do you think?
Creators of Life is Strange.
So Don't Nod.
Yeah.
Or at this point,
Actually, I do like a lot of Don't Nod games.
Yeah.
So.
But for you now, it's got to be Deck 9. Because,
yeah, I was gonna say Deck 9, but I couldn't remember who else did it, which was Don't Nod. So.
Yeah. You wouldn't play another David Cage game though. Like, would you say that's your favorite developer?
Ooh, I do love David Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to go with David Cage. I forgot about that.
So. Sorry, I thought you had more of an answer, so I took a swig of bye.
Sorry. I like to keep it short and sweet.
For me, here's where it comes up. Now, if you don't know, Games Groceries, we're not reporting on Ubisoft anymore.
Nope.
We're not buying any more Ubisoft games. Like, it's a straight boycott, not reporting on it. But when this question comes up, your favorite video game developer, honestly, for me, it used to be Ubisoft. It really did.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people said, like, oh, it's the same game over and over again. I liked that. You know, like, it was just a different setting for me. I love Watch Dogs 2. Mm-hmm. I love Watch Dogs 2. I have the vinyl of the soundtrack of Watch Dogs 2. I played through that game at least 3 times. I love Watch Dogs 2. I love Rainbow Six Siege. I love Assassin's Creed. I like Far Cry. I like Ubisoft titles. I didn't like Steep so much. I might try it some more. No, I won't, because then there's more downloads into it. So no. But yeah, for me, it was Ubisoft, honestly, which is why when I say like I'm boycotting it, I mean it though.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like they're not my favorite anymore because of the way they're treating female employees. Mm-hmm. They're treating them like garbage and treating them like they're just peasants in the workplace. So no longer is it Ubisoft. Can I say it's Bethesda? Sure. Yeah, I could say that because, I'm going to play Starfield. That's a given. But for me, I want to say Night School Studios. Night School Studios, I absolutely love. I'll play any one of the games that they come out with. Because Oxenfree, of course, After Party I enjoyed. Oxenfree 2 is coming out. They had a mobile game called Nowhere. No, can't remember. But I like Night School Studios. But really, it's just like, can I say I have a favorite video game developer because it was Ubisoft for a long time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I don't really have a favorite video game developer. Joseph Fares, though. Joseph Fares, I might have to say. Because I like his concept. I like all of his games. I loved Brothers. I loved A Way Out. I'm loving It Takes Two. Yeah. Joseph Fares, I absolutely love his mindset for the minds of video games. So, also Nick DiPaolo. I love him.
There you go.
Favorite video game developer. I love me some Nick DiPaolo. But yeah, so it's kind of tough right now. Yeah. In terms of that, because it's kind of hard to, love a video game company nowadays because it is just so volatile.
It is.
In the video game industry. So it's very weird. And there's a lot of indie games coming out, like first time indie games that I'm really getting into. Mm-hmm. We still haven't seen any games from Ghost Story Games. Yeah. Which is, the creator of BioShock. Oh, what's his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, no. Drawing a blank. Dang it.
Can we look it up?
No, it's fine. Okay. The viewers will know. But the creator of BioShock, he created his own studio, Ghost Story, games. But then we haven't seen anything from Haven, which is Jade Raymond's studio. We haven't seen anything from Yellow Brick Games, which is from People from Ubisoft. We haven't seen what Casey Hudson's going to do or Mark Dara. There's a lot of indie games that are coming out. So when we say like, who's your favorite video game developer right now? It really is like, I don't know, because there's a lot of like first time, like out of the gate, and they're just like bangers right out of the gate. Night School Studio is a great example. Like I said before, with Oxenfree, it's a banger of a game. So the answer is, I don't know if it's not Ubisoft, which is not anymore. Bethesda maybe, but it's really just, I can't wait for Haven to come out with a game. So that's my answer for that. So this is also from CommanderNici. CommanderNici says, video game character you'd adopt on the spot. Which video game characters would you like to go to a bar and chill with? Okay, video game characters you'd like to adopt, and which video game characters would you like to go to a bar with and chill? Video game characters I would adopt is the little girl from Detroit Become Human. I'm not going to say why, because it might be a spoiler, but she deserves all the love in the world. Yeah, I would say that. What about you?
Yeah, I'd adopt her and the little brother from Life is Strange 2.
Oh, yeah.
Well, both the brothers. I would adopt both of them.
Yeah, adopt both the brothers from Life is Strange 2. That's definitely a good one. But go to a bar. And Mushroom. You would adopt Mushroom in a heartbeat, because no mountain lions around here.
No.
Yeah. But a video game character that I would like to go to a bar and chill with. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Because I would love to, again, I'm going back to Master Chief. I'm going back to Halo 2 again. Because, you need a really chill character. You can't really have Sonic in a bar and chill with him, because he won't chill. But Master Chief would have some great stories for you to tell. Jonas, though. No! Ren. I would love to go to a bar with Ren from Oxenfree. That's my answer. The solid, boom. And end game story. What do you think?
For me, it would be Max and Chloe.
Okay.
Or I don't remember the character's name, but the main character in Beyond Two Souls.
Oh, you're talking about
her name.
Shoot. Yeah, I can't remember her character's name
But
either.
her, because I feel like we'd get along.
Yeah.
Basically all three of them, because I feel like we get along. Because Max and Chloe are like my two personalities, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question. Like, who would you like to go to a bar and chill with? Because I would love to have a conversation. Oh my God. That's a good question, because there's not a lot of video game characters. Nathan Drake. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Nathan Drake from Uncharted. That'd be a really good one. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? No, I changed my answer. Glover from Glover.
I was gonna say from Glover.
Yeah, from Glover. I would go to a bar and chill with Glover. That would be my answer.
Okay.
I want to have a drink with Glover. Then we have from Andrew Orsi again, who would say, if you had to choose what single most influential video game of all time was, what would you pick? So are we talking about any genre right here? Most influential of all time, what would you be? It's got to be Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, that.
It has to be
generation wide, worldwide.
Yeah.
I would completely agree. It's Super Mario.
Yeah, without Super Mario Brothers, without that first entry into the games industry of 1985, we wouldn't have video games, because it all crashed, it all burned. It was going to go to the wayside. And then Nintendo came out with this great console with a great game, also Duck Hunt. I guess you got to put those two games together, but I would say Super Mario Brothers, because that was, the first entry into this new era that we're talking about video games. So I would say Super Mario Brothers or Earthbound. I would also say Earthbound is a pretty big influential game in terms of, storytelling and all that. You could also say Final Fantasy. Sure. Yeah, but Earthbound, we got to be, we have to localize Mother 3. I'm sorry. That's just the thing. But I would say Earthbound is a huge, influential game. But the most influential, I'm sorry, I'm going to go to the easy answer here, is that Super Mario Brothers on the NES was the most influential in terms of restarting the video game industry. You got to go back to the very beginning, because without it, there wouldn't be any video games. It would have died.
Yeah.
So would there be a video game that influences you if it didn't have Super Mario Brothers? If it wasn't Super Mario Brothers, whatever game reignited the games industry, that's the most influential game.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion. Also, Goose Game. But, yeah, that might be the end of any kind of video game related questions that we might have. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There was 2 questions that I clarified right away. Like, they said top celebrity crush. I was like, listen, my wife, Liz, she's my only crush. But Andrew Orsi said also bottom celebrity crush. And I said Melania Trump. So unless that means that like you still have a crush on her, but she's on the bottom of your list. So that kind of negates my joke. So
never mind.
So never mind if that was the point of the question. Well, I'll say this one. Twofer asked because he had a different one, but Twofer asked, "Can we hang out and have a beer, play some Mario Kart and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater this weekend?" I wish, but you're a little too far distance from me. Even when we moved to Fargo, it's a little far distance from me. But I would love to. That would be cool. Play Mario Kart. I'll crush you, dude. I will crush you. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I will massacre you in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I will massacre anybody at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Get out of my house, or get out of your house because we're at your house. So now we're back to the final questions. This is kind of like the last remainder questions that aren't about video games, really about anything. So let's just finish this off. With a final questions with this.
The rest of your questions.
So now we're into the final questions of this show. Again, thank you everybody who submitted your questions, but this is the ones that kind of like didn't really fit in anything, and we're just going to be talking about really anything. So let's go first with Absolute Prodigy, who has to say, so if you didn't know, we're moving to North Dakota. We're moving in August. August 1st, we're going to be going out there. Moving to Fargo, North Dakota. So very excited about that.
Yes.
So Absolute Prodigy, who just recently moved to a different state. I'm not going to say which state because he didn't give permission to say the state that he moved to. So Absolute Prodigy has to say, first thing you're going to do or / food you'll try when you move out to Fargo, North Dakota. And he says, no cop-out answers like rest. And that's a good follow-up because like a lot of people are like, first things you're going to do, I'm going to go to sleep. Or for me, I'm like, I'm going to look for a job or get my license or something like that.
Yeah.
I have an easy answer for this one. Food I'm going to try, and I think that Andrew had a similar question. Well, we'll get to it once I get there. Whatever. So food I'm going to try. Hold on. If you had to choose, no. Okay, whatever. I'm safe. Food I'm going to try. I want to try a pizza from Casey's. That's what I want to try because apparently Casey's is like this gas station convenience store, a lot like Wawa or Sheetz, which is of Pennsylvania, where we live currently. But apparently Casey's makes really good pizza for a gas station, like convenience store. Like they keep talking about it. Like you get pizza from Casey's, but apparently it's a thing.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely want to try the pizza from Casey's. So the very first thing I'm going to do is going to try the pizza from Casey's.
Yeah.
What do you think? The first thing that you're going to try to do?
So the thing, because he also asked like what we're most excited for, right? Or something like that.
He says, first thing you're going to do, food you'll try when you move.
So one thing that I'm like excited to do is our first morning in our apartment. I am excited to try to go, like get Caribou coffee. Like I have this, like we're going to wake up. One of us will run to Caribou coffee, get us coffees and breakfast. So I'm excited for that because like we have like the ground Caribou coffee, but I'm excited to have it like fresh. So that's I'm excited for. But also, there is a gluten-free bakery in Fargo that not only does have like desserts with that have dairy-free options, like they have like it's like a whole bakery dedicated to like people like me, so I can eat there. But they also serve pizza. But since it's not a pizza place, you have to call like 45 minutes ahead of time. But you can get pizza and like cook it yourself at home. Like they'll give you all everything ingredients. Or you can have it cooked, and that's when you have to order it 45 minutes ahead of time. But it like they have vegan pizza. So I am like dying to go and try it because I miss pizza so much. And if this tastes good enough, I might be able to actually order hot pizza again, which is so nice.
And also talk about things to do. Apparently, there's 2 retro gaming things out there.
Yeah.
There's a retro gaming cafe out there, right?
Wait, it's a retro gaming arcade. It's not a cafe. It's just an arcade/store.
Yeah, it's an arcade/store and a retro gaming brewery.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like a bar.
freaking awesome.
So a retro gaming bar out there.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go to. I definitely want to try out. So I'm very excited to do that. So
I just discovered the store Shields.
okay, what's that?
So it's like a sporting goods outdoor store, but they have so much stuff. They have like more than just that stuff. Like I looked through like their graphic tee section on their website.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is amazing. So like they have just a ton of things. There's a Ferris wheel in the store.
Oh my goodness.
It's a huge store. So I'm excited to go to that store. I'm excited to do everything. Fargo has a ton of murals that I cannot wait to see and take pictures with. I'm going to go full on tourist because I want to, but I'm so excited to go full tourist.
But in terms of the first thing we're going to do, food to try, the first place I'm going to go is Casey's. The first thing I'm going to eat is a Casey's pizza. Like, that's what I'm going to be doing.
So both of us, it's pizza.
Yeah, pizza, really. That's going to be for us. But that's going to be the first thing I'm going to do when I'm out there. Like, because I'm dying to know what it tastes like. Everybody's like talking about it apparently out there. Andrew Orsi has a really good question. If you could choose a different time period to live in, which would you pick and why? Liz, I want to hear your answer.
So when I was younger, I was always told I had hair for the 80s because after I hit puberty, I got curls.
Yeah.
That does happen in my family. I was born with perfectly straight hair, had it till I was around 11, and then I got this big old hair. And I didn't know how to do it. So it just sat there big and frizzy. So everyone's like, Elizabeth, you have hair for the 80s. So I always said the 80s.
Yeah.
But I really am obsessed with like the Victorian and Renaissance and medieval eras with the big dresses and everything like that. I know I shouldn't want to be back then because it was disgusting. People died and they treated women horribly. I just think it's pretty. But really, I guess I would say the 50s.
The 50s?
Yeah, the 20s or the 50s.
For me, easy answer. And I don't care what anybody has to say. Like, oh, such a boring answer. My favorite time period of all time. I'm sorry if you have like, oh, it's such a boring answer. Early 2000s. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
also say the 70s.
Nope, not even the 70s for me.
No, I mean for me, 70s. I like the 70s.
Not 70s, not the 90s. 90s can go away. I'm talking about, and when I say early 2000s, I'm also putting in some late 2000s as well. I'm going to go 2008, like 2000 to 2008, those years.
Yes.
So like you got years like 2002. Okay, yes, we have 2001 in there. We don't need to talk about that. Yikes. But we have 2002, we had 2004, which is a great year for gaming, 2007, which in my opinion, 2007 is the greatest year of all time, period. If I'm going to make, and I told this to Liz, if I have the time to make like an hour plus long, video essay, it's going to be about why 2007 was the greatest year of all time. And I'm talking about like movies, books, entertainment. I'm going to talk about world news. I'm going to be talking about like why in general 2007 was a great, fantastic year. So for me, 2000 to 2008, put me in any one of the, not 2001. Don't put me in 2001. Let's step that aside. But put me in any one of those years and I'm going to thrive. Oh, yes, please put me in the early 2000s and some of the late 2000s. 2009 and 2010 can come along too, sure, if you want to, but 2000 to 2010, put me in any one of those years.
I was curious what your answer was going to be because you're very more like live in the moment.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure what your answer was going to be. So
I don't want to live in this moment. I don't want to live in 2020 or 2021.
This one.
Not this moment. What movie is that from? It's like, I don't like this moment.
Oh, that was a recent one.
Like be in the moment. Like, I don't like this moment.
Oh, I don't know what that was from.
Recent.
That was a recent one we've seen though.
Yeah, no, early 2000s, all the way. I'm a product of my time.
Yeah.
So it also said, Andrew also asked, Also, why is Floki cooler than pretty much everyone else? I will let you take over for this one.
Honestly, I don't know. And it's not even like a joke because like people meet Floki, like people who hate dogs meet Floki and they love him. Like, and even like my family who aren't big on like little dogs, they really like their big dogs. Like I grew up with a lab, and then after, you know, he passed away, we got another lab, and now they have a Labradoodle and a Great Dane. Like they like big dogs, and they love Floki. They love him to death. They think he's the cutest thing in the world. And like I said, people who have hated dogs love Floki. So I honestly don't know what it is about Floki. I think it's just the fact that he loves all humans. Like you could break into our house and he'll be like, friend, welcome. So I think that's why. I think it's just because he loves everyone and he's just so cute.
I like Floki because he's got an attitude issue, as I've said before.
Yeah, he does have an attitude issue. It's adorable.
And then that's following up with Twofer, who actually just submitted a question as we're speaking right now. So
wow, late to the party.
It's actually it's a video game question too. So Twofer then asks, and I'll also give this one to you too. How many pets do you have, and do you want more?
One, and yes.
But
I would have at least like 3 or 4 dogs, but Floki, I think, would die.
Yeah.
If he saw me loving another dog. Like, I constantly consider getting a second dog, but then I worry about Floki because he's very possessive of me. Like, Adam can't, like, even just poke me without Floki being in his face.
Yeah.
So, he's very possessive of me, and I just don't know if he'd be able to handle me loving another dog. And I honestly can't handle having another dog in the house and not loving it. So, but yeah, one day I would love to have like 3 or 4 dogs. I love dogs.
So I'm just going to ask what Twofer just asked, which is a video game question. And I'm going to be thinking off the top of my head here, but what are your top 5 games?
Oh, no.
Top 5 games for me, in no particular order, by the way. And I'm not going to include any Ubisoft titles in this one. So none of the Assassin's Creed games, nothing of that sort. So I'm going to go Hue. He was a great indie game with a fantastic soundtrack. It's all about color. It's all about color puzzles. I think it's a very fantastic play if you haven't already. So definitely check out Hue. That's Hue. You can find it on Switch or really anything at all. It's on PC. It's on Xbox. It's on everything. So Hue. Oxenfree, of course. You know, I did a whole video on that. So Oxenfree is going to be, you know, in that spot. Can I say Skyrim? I feel like it's an easy answer. So I don't want to say Skyrim just because it's an easy answer. So I'm not trying to go for easy answers here. So if I'm not going to go with easy answers, I'm going to say Jet Set Radio Future. Because no, Jet Set Radio Future is definitely a favorite. And I also won't include Halo 2 because I talked about that enough. So far I have Hue, Oxenfree, Jet Set Radio Future. Gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna go Mass Effect. I know I didn't say easy answers, but Mass Effect I absolutely adore. I love Mass Effect. The first one, I absolutely love it. So, and I'm replaying it right now with the Legendary Edition. So I'm gonna say Mass Effect. So I got Hue, Oxenfree, Jet Set Radio Future, Mass Effect. I want to go like a really old game. Oh man, what am I gonna say here? I'll think of it. Liz, you start your top 5. What's that?
About Tony Hawk.
Oh, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster?
Or just Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
I'll go Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Yeah, I'll go with that.
There you go. So since you're going easy, I won't go easy. I won't say Life is Strange. Or Sims.
I'm trying to challenge myself with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I'll think of another one too to replace Tony Hawk's Pro Skater because that's another easy answer for me.
So for me, in no particular order, because I am not good at doing that, I really, really, really love Detroit Become Human. I loved that game. What is the other ones that I've played? I do enjoy Beyond Two Souls, even though I haven't finished it yet. I do enjoy it. I just don't have the time to dedicate to it.
Yeah.
So Beyond Two Souls and...
he asked another one. Twofer.
Does he not know what time it is? Well, all right. For him, it is just now 6:00.
Oh, yeah, true.
So he might not remember the time change. Okay, he gets a pass. So Detroit, Beyond Two Souls. I guess Heavy Rain. I enjoyed it. I just don't think I enjoyed it as much as the other David Cage games. Honestly, I'm really enjoying It Takes Two. So I'll say that and A Way Out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to replace Heavy Rain with Until Dawn because I enjoyed that. So, yeah.
I can't think of like an older game that's like not an easy answer.
Yeah.
You know, because I could say Splinter Cell, which is another Ubisoft title. Man, can't try and think of like
no
a really
Mario.
I mean, Mario Kingdom Battle, that's coming in there. Like, it's really coming into my top 5 game. I love that game. I don't know, but that's my answers right there.
Yeah.
So, he also says, what's your favorite couch co-op game to play together? Right now, It Takes Two.
Yeah.
We already mentioned that. And I just messaged him like, hey, we're recording this as you're typing these, dude. And then we're coming near the end of the questions here. So, if you had to choose, where is it? Where'd you go? Oh, I lost Andrew Orsi's answer or question. Okay, so I'll just say no. If you had to choose the most influential game, but Two First then says NSYNC or Backstreet Boys.
Honestly, when I was little, I really liked Backstreet Boys more because it had Aaron Carter's brother. Mm-hmm. That was my logic, and I loved Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
But as an adult, NSYNC, because I liked their music, I don't remember any Backstreet Boys songs. And it's got Justin Timberlake. And I like him a lot more now that he doesn't have those bleached things.
I found it. So Andrew Orsi says, would you rather be completely covered in hair everywhere on your body or have absolutely zero hair anywhere, not even your head?
I'd rather have zero hair.
Me too. I'd rather have zero hair.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm hairy enough. We don't need to get more hair.
Yeah, if I'm completely covered, I'm going hairless.
Yeah, I'd rather be hairless.
I'm going.
I don't need to be wolf girl.
I don't even need eyebrows at that point. No,
we can pencil on eyebrows and wear wigs.
Yeah. Twofer then says, if Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec ran for president of the United States, would you vote for him?
At first, I said absolutely, and then I thought about his values, and I was like, maybe not.
Well, no, he's a libertarian. He's anti-government.
That's true. Yeah, I would vote for him.
Yeah, he would try to like eat it from the inside out. So I would say yes, but he's also not going to do anything as POTUS. I would vote for him as a congressman over a POTUS any day of the week because then he could actually do something.
He would, yeah. True.
So I would vote for him in Congress, but yeah,
I want to watch Parks and Rec.
But I would definitely vote for him just for the memes, honestly.
Oh yeah,
because president doesn't really do anything. Like let's get off your high horse here. Like vote for Congress, vote for another like federal judicial, or anything else. Vote for your local government. Vote for Vote for your local government. They affect your day-to-day life more than the president does. Vote for local governments. Okay, thank you. That was your daily Adam yelling at you. Finally, final question. Dan says, why did you do that, Adam? Why? And he actually says, real question. Well, I did it because I had the time and I had the knives. So, Dan from the Greatest Story Ever Played podcast says, is there any famous stuff in North Dakota you're eager to try?
Famous stuff?
Famous stuff.
I don't know if it's famous, but I'm excited to go to the Red River Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited. Again, the murals are very popular. Like that's like their main like tourist attraction, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited to see the murals, and I guess as a tourist, we're going to have to see the wood chipper. So
yes, the wood chipper from Fargo. I want to see the Fargo movie theater.
Yes, that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that.
I want to see that. I want to see the Fargo cinema or film.
Well, that's the Fargo theater.
Yeah, and
I think it's theater, not cinema.
Yeah, I think it's a theater. And yeah, I want to see the wood chipper from Fargo for sure. I want to see that. I want to see the little wall, like the wall of fame. So they like from that museum, there's little handprints of like famous people, like
who have been through.
Yeah, like Metallica's been there. And Biscuit.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. So I'm excited to do all the tourist things, but the things they're known for, I am excited to see those.
Yeah. And I think that's all the questions. I'm actually just going through. We got the rapid fire questions. We tried different. Hey, can we hang out and have a beer? Yes, Twofer, we can if I had, more time. If you had time to dedicate. Yeah, I think we got all the questions.
Yeah, I think so.
So
if we missed yours, I apologize.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to double check. I'm trying to double check if Twofer had said any more questions. Yeah, this was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I missed yours. I'm triple checking.
Well, I was going to say if we missed yours, let us know and we'll say it in What's Biz. But then I remember we're recording What's Biz before this comes out. If we see that we missed yours, we'll say it in What's the Biz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I think that will do it.
Yeah.
I think. Wow, there he goes.
And that's the end of our show.
So yeah, I'm sorry if I missed your question. I try to get every one of them. Just I'm quadruple checking at this point in terms of like Twitter or anything like that, or Instagram.
There's a puppy between us.
Wow. So again, this was a great show. I'm so tired from work. I'm sorry. But again, I do want to point out that, you guys are the reason why we keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing this for ourselves, which we are, but we're doing it because we want to entertain everybody that listens to this, which is why we're trying to we're making this Ask Us Anything kind of a show.
Yeah.
Kind of like a regular show rather than just reading questions, which we did, but we had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
And I hope you had fun in this show. I hope you continue to listen to us. We're really starting to get our stride here. We're in episode 150, and you could say, and I have had a lot of messages saying that, you need more subscribers. I don't know. I like having you guys. I really do. I really do. Having 1 million subscribers just means that you have 1 million. Do I get to know all of you? Not really. I don't get to chat with Felix Check. I don't get to chat with Twofer. I don't get to chat with CommanderNici. I don't get to just chat in a Discord with you guys if it just becomes too many. So, I swear if that's Twofer again, it's Twofer. But he had a meme. He got a Kobe Bryant meme. Twofer. Just giving you a compliment. But yeah, so I just like chatting with you guys. I really do. I like having Mike Fury. I really like having you guys.
Yeah.
I had a great conversation with GameSimp last week. We did. We had a great time. I really want to put out there that I reach out to these big guests like RGT. Possibly the one next week. We don't know yet. Mr. Matty Plays, Cheapy D. We had Corey Schmitz, Dan Hutton. All these big times are really, so I can have a conversation with them. I love having Dan Hutton on. We got to get her back on.
Yeah.
I love having her on. But it's, also for you guys too. I want to put on a really good show with people that you're interested in, that I'm interested in. And I like how you're sticking with us. And I like how you're sticking with the dream here.
Yeah.
Liz, do you have any final thoughts?
No, just thanks again to everyone supporting us. I completely agree. Having the smaller audience is great. We're completely enjoying this level of our YouTube channel and like podcasts and everything. But yeah, thanks everyone for just sticking around with us and hanging out.
Yeah. The plan is to, do this full time someday.
Yeah. But for now, we're enjoying where it is.
Yeah. I like what Liz said before with the whole, like, what time period? Like, you know me. I'm a very live in the moment kind of guy. Right now, I'm living in this moment.
Yeah.
Episode 150. And we have, a nice small community that I really like. And I like how it's this way. I like how we're just, gaining people, little by little. And I get to know everybody that comes in.
Yeah.
There might be a time where it's too much for me to track. But for now, I like what we have here. And I really mean that. I do. So again, it doesn't matter if it's a large audience person coming on a show or, a smaller audience, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I like the conversation we have on the show.
Yeah.
So, not much more to say. Just saying thank you for sticking around. And, here's to another 150.
Yeah.
Or another 50, because we're going to do another one in 200.
Should I turn the camera back on?
Nah. Let's just end it here.
Okay.
Camera 2 can be our camera.
Okay.
So we thank you again for listening and watching getting this Games Groceries episode 150. We hope you had a good one here. We hope you had a great one. Thanks again for everybody who submitted their question, including Andrew Orsi, Play Your Way Podcast, Twofer, Absolute Prodigy, CommanderNici.
Definitely.
If I'm forgetting you, I'm sorry. But thanks for everyone to submit that question. So, we hope to find you in the next one. We have a really good show planned out for next week, possibly still working that out. So, join us for the next week's one, but be sure to follow us on the social media pages on Twitter at Gaming Groceries, or on Instagram, Games Groceries, all one word. So until next time, keep striving, keep gaming. See you in the next one.
Bye.